Well, just waiting to get for the results tomorrow before they decide what they're going to do here in this market. And they've had a very, uh, you know, nice rally here. Yes. All right, coming back down here to the 25 again. You're given a chance here if you don't like the price action. You didn't. We didn't get. We didn't get. We didn't get stopped. So we got up to 775 there, and definitely giving you a chance here to scratch some if you didn't like the action. And sometimes if you were about to take your stop and you didn't get it, sometimes you get back here to break even. It's not a bad kind of trade, right? And then just kind of just lessen the risk a little bit. That's all I can do. Sometimes when the market doesn't give us that quick reaction when we're looking at against the level. And sometimes, like I said yesterday, I mean, like I said, sometimes it works out perfect, and sometimes you have to work it a little bit. And this is a case where we have to work them a little bit. And you have choices. You can definitely lessen the risk a little bit and take a, like I said earlier, take a little bit of profit there against uh, the 20. You know, want to dip down to 24 and then kind of work the rest of it. Come back here to 25 to maybe take a little bit more off, and then just keep a little bit on here to see if we can't, you know, if it doesn't rotate off. If not, then just take your stop and look for the 38 above. All right, come back up here to these highs. We're looking at the 38 here next. We're trying to get, again, we did not get stop. We got a 3 or 4 point stop. We got up to 775 there on the top side. So if you are leaving your stop in place there, you did not get stopped. And if you had anything left over, you're getting a little bit of a rotation here. Nothing great, but at least we are given choices here. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Got no issue with that. And we're just looking to scalp the market based on the levels we gave out, in addition to any price action opportunities that might occur. And so patience is important, and then also working the trade sometimes is also important when we don't get the proper rotation or the rotation we're looking for right away. So the market gives you choices, and you have to work it a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, let's see here if there's any numbers coming out this morning. Existing home sales coming out here at 9 o'clock, top of the hour. So we'll see what that brings to the market or not. And like I said, the FOMC meeting starts today, ends tomorrow, which could be kind of just everybody kind of just waiting, kind of hanging. Bonds, again, after going up to a 132 handle yesterday, have dipped a little bit. The 10-year yield was at I think I'm not mistaken, 330 yesterday. It's up to 350. So again, the volatility there in the bond market telling you the nervousness in the market, I think, especially waiting for FOMC tomorrow and what words of wisdom they're going to have for the market after they decide how much to increase, with the backdrop of the banking situation, inflation situation, yield curve situation. A lot of things to worry about, those people. Yeah, officials at the U.S. Treasury Department are reportedly studying ways to guarantee all bank deposits, and if tremors in the banking system spiral into a full-blown financial crisis. Authorities don't yet see full FDIC coverage as necessary, but they're exploring a legal framework using emergency powers that wouldn't require passage through a deeply divided Congress. The fear is that another regional lender fails, there will be a run on deposits at smaller banks, knocking the industry over and sending billions of dollars to the bigger competitors, I should say. Same thing, competition, competitors, I guess. All right, market is very stubborn. This is what happens when we get rally markets. They don't give you that, swinging opportunities. They just go slow. They're very quiet. They're not as fun, bottom line. And we have to work a lot of them, right? Just like we have to work this 25 this morning. FDIC is already backstopping and the uninsured clients' deposits of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, while crypto-focused Silvergate was uh, uh, left to liquidate, and Credit Suisse was rescued by Swiss authorities and UBS. Some support is building for a motion to guarantee all bank deposits as a fifth bank, First Republic, teeters on the brink of insolvency. Shares of the lenders tumbled 47% on Monday after a series of downgrades by S&P, but recovered as much as 21% in the pre-market trading as investors swallow a aid proposal by JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon. Yeah, the big banks, man, they pick up this stuff for nothing. They come, they swoop in, they buy these assets for nothing, and when everything calms down, the assets kind of regain some of their value, and they pick them up on 10 cents on the dollar. They kind of gotta love it. But that's what they say. They say cash is king, right? That's what Warren Buffett does. You know, he's got the cash, so he swoops in and buys some of these banks when they're in trouble, even though they know they're going to survive. Just a matter of calming everybody down. Well, it's like Lehman. When Lehman went under, everybody freaked out, bloodbath, and now this bank kind of gets the same scenario. One person, one situation gets, one institution gets destroyed, and the rest of them kind of are feared. The weaker ones teeter, and then the stronger ones come and buy the teetering ones, and then everybody calms down, and they all make money. The big boys. But that's what they have cash for. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Again, the markets are slow. The rally markets are very slow. Talked about that. You have to be patient. Wait for them to give you opportunities, and then you have to work it. Probably. We got lucky here. We didn't get stopped out. We just got up to 27.75 against our 25, and kind of kept us in the game. And hopefully, you were able to work it. Take a little bit off, then see what happens. Now we're flat again. Looking at the 38. I know, but the market is just slow. All right, we're going to have existing home sales coming out here at the top of the hour. All right, we're just gonna hang in here against the 25 area. Okay, again, we seem to just, that's what happens with Israeli markets. They get very, very quiet, and they make a move, and then they just kind of die out. Yeah, there's new home sales coming out here, existing home sales coming out here at the top of the hour at 9 o'clock. All right, there's that push down to our blue band there. If you are trading our blue band, even though when it's slow, some things do work. Again, obviously, you have to have your orders in there market to get that opportunity. And there's a good logical reason. On top of the blue band, there was a good technical reason to get in there as well. So nice rotation there against our blue band if you did jump in. All right, definitely kind of range bound, as you can see. We bounced there off of our blue band very nicely. And now we're just kind of rummaging in this range that the market's been at most of the morning. I think it's going to be that kind of trade all day today and most of tomorrow, waiting for the FOMC, which is going to be released. Their decision is going to be released down at 1 o'clock Chicago time. All right, we're just back in its range. We're looking here at 9 o'clock, top of the hour, to see if uh, this number is going to move as existing home sales. Upside resistance is at 38. We bounced off of our blue band there very nicely. And now we're just kind of hovering up here against this 25 area. All right, this number is going to be coming out here. See what it wants to do. Upside level of resistance is up at 38. Downside, well, I mean, you could try our pivot, but I'd rather look at the '06, especially on the number. I mean, if you're more risk averse. All right, the number is out, a little bit bullish, as you can see, popping up here a little bit. You can see how the ladder ticket kind of lightened up a little bit, and then they're coming back in here really quick. A little big order there at 30. You can see there's a 400 lot in there. Let's see what it wants to do. Next level of upside resistance is up at the 38 area. It's really kind of going nowhere fast, right? Okay, kind of busting through there a little bit. And those orders are always there to be taken out, no matter what. you know, so, and there's a lot behind that too. They don't even have to show it, but there's a lot trading behind that that you can't even see. It's going so quick. We're looking at the 38 on the upside there, maybe a little bit bullish with this number. All right, got a little bit popped up there to 31 and change, coming back down here. Again, just chopping around here with these numbers. We had the 38 above. Obviously, we didn't get there. All right, coming back down here, drifting back down into this range. Again, not a big surprise, kind of going nowhere fast or going very slow either way. Coming back down here again, the blue bands come in there around 20. Yeah, I mean, this will be the second back time, a rotation back to the blue bands. It's a little riskier, but if you're going to take it, just keep your stop in place or look for the '06 on the downside. All right, we are continuing to down pick here. Again, like I said, not my favorite player, second rotation to the blue band. So, I mean, if anything, you're doing the pivot if you're so inclined to have to trade. Otherwise, like I said, look at the '06. And if you did do the blue band, you'd have to do the pivot as well. When it gets this slow, you got to be very patient and just kind of pick your spots. Not my favorite trade. All right, we are definitely range bound again. Kind of, again, going nowhere fast. And this is what happens with this kind of trade. Things are just kind of quiet. Drifting down here a little bit now. We'll get support down at the 06. This is our pivot area again. We're looking at the 06 area now as our support level. I've been having to be very, very patient here today, which again is kind of going to happen with these rally markets. You got to be patient and wait for opportunities. All right, just kind of drifting around, coming back here to our pivot. Again, kind of going nowhere fast. Let's kind of break it down a little bit, but we'll see what happens here. We got 06 as our support level. Really, this is just a no trade zone in here. You got to be patient. Yeah, we're kind of dripping down here a little bit, looking at the '06. Hello there, JB. We are trading mini S&Ps here, looking for opportunities to scalp the market. We gave out levels this morning, and we're using those as support and resistance opportunities to scalp the market. And right now, the market's been kind of slow. We just had a little bit of a break here over the last 10, 15 minutes. Kind of broke that little range they were at. The bond market kind of rallied a little bit. Again, the market is going to be a little bit quiet here, kind of waiting for FOMC to be release their decision on interest rates tomorrow. So we have support down here at the 06 area, a little bit of support to see what it wants to do, if it comes down here or not. And we're just taking opportunities here to scalp the market. We gave levels out this morning. I'll repeat them. Our pivot this morning in the market was 40.17. We have support here at the 06 area. Then below that, 39.98, 89, 81, 74. And upside resistance we had at 25, 38, 48, 55, and 64. We use those as a guide to the day for finding our setups to trade the market. And we're trying to scalp the market based on those opportunities. And we also have price action opportunities in addition to those levels for setups that we like to use when the market gives us those opportunities based on volatility. Today is a little bit quiet. As you can see, there's not much going on. So our opportunities are limited, and we drifted down to 08 and change there, and we were looking for 06, so that's kind of a little annoying, but it is what it is when these markets are trading slow. So anyway, that's what we do here on an everyday basis. We start at when the market opens up here at 8:30, and kind of go and focus more on morning hours to give us our opportunities to trade. We believe those work well with our methodology. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. All right, we drifted down to 8 and change down there. We were looking at 06. Unfortunately, we kind of didn't get down to 06, but it happens. We cannot, now you have to make a decision as to how you're going to adjust those that entry point if you are. If you're not, that is what it is. It just it all depends on your risk tolerance. All right. Again, we were looking for '06. We got down to 8 and change there, and then pop back up here a little bit. A little resistance around the um, 18 area, 18, 19 area. If we get back up there. The way it's trading, it's kind of slow a little bit. I would probably, uh, I think I would. It'd still be, it's still viable. I think maybe, I mean, we got the support there, but 4, 5, and 6, so it's still doable. We're coming back down here again, looking again still at the '06 area. See if it wants to, what it wants to do down here. All right, well, the 7.5 this time. That's annoying. What can we do, right? All right, so let's see what happens on this bar. It's still doable. If this bar closes, then obviously the 6 is going to be a little bit more, definitely don't have the upper end. Look at the lower end of the range there. But just slow. All right, just one of those days today. I mean, we do have the beginning of FOMC meeting, which you know, gonna probably keep today and tomorrow quiet for the most part until they come up with their results, and obviously their Q&A is going to be interesting, given the new situation with the banking problem. All right. Well, yeah, the resistance would be, like I said, around the uh, 1819 area if we get back up there. All right, got a little resistance up here against the 1819 area we talked about earlier. We're getting a nice little rotation here against it. Got up to 18 and well, 1875 on a quick tick there, but then coming back down here. So hopefully you had your orders in place there and getting a nice little rotation here against the 1819 area. We talked about that earlier when we were trading down on the lows there, these interim lows, and we had a nice rotation here against the 18 area, giving us our 3 points. And if you want to try to stay short, you could with the trailing stop. Anything above 20, you want to be out of any shorts. A nice little trade there if you did jump in. Again, patience did pay off here. You've had to be patient, and if you did, you waited for opportunities, and we can see we came up there and clicked up right up to that level that we talked about, and with a nice rotation against it. Again, patience is important, even though it's slow. We've had, I would say, probably about three trades, 4 trades, maybe if you're a little aggressive. But definitely 3 trades with our level on the upside, or a couple rotations to our pivot, maybe 1 rotation to our pivot, maybe another rotation up here to the 1819 area again. It's just a matter of being patient and waiting, and it was a long wait, but hopefully you were able to. At the end of the day, it just matters to wait for the good trade or the good opportunity. I don't know if it's going to be a good trade or not, but wait for the opportunity and then act upon it when it presents itself, and then go from there. That's all we can do as traders. All right. So again, nice rotation there off of that 1819 area that we talked about as some resistance. Even if you traded our pivot area there, you did okay. And coming back down here. Well, we were going to come down there. We were looking at the 06 area, but nope. Anyway, we had a nice little trade there. We have to be patient. Hopefully, you were able to hang in there with it. Probably go retest this 6 area here, and then we'll see what happens. You got our levels on the downside. We got 98 underneath. 98 kind of matches up with our green band and our 5 minute there, and looks like our blue band around in our hourly. The hourly blue band's coming in there at the 95.6 area. So a little resistance down there with that with our level at 98. Drifting back down here to the lows a little bit, see what it wants to do again. If you're going to take the lower end of that 6 area, maybe. If you're more risk averse, or if you need a little bit of money, maybe just skip the 6 and look for the next level on the downside there at 98. All depends on your risk tolerance, or maybe just trade it smaller, one way or the other. Coming back down here to these lows. Again, if you're more risk averse, you're maybe adjusting there on the 6 if you're, uh, or even waiting for the 98 area below. All right, we're just kind of hanging here on these lows. 6 is our little support area there. If you're a little aggressive, only because of the price action. Otherwise, we'll look for the 98 on the downside. So we had a nice rotation there against the 1819 area. Nice rotation back down here. And then anything above 20, definitely don't want to be short anymore. Look for rotation to the upside. We have our downside support here as we drift down here to the 6 area. Got down to 6.25 there. Amazing. Of course, I left my 6 in. Shows you. Sometimes market's not fair, right? You take the risk and you still don't get filled. Oh well. All right. Well, now I would say the 6 is definitely it did work, except I adjusted to 6 and it didn't get filled, unfortunately. Stuff happens. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. Way to go. Nice one there, Casey. Fantastic. We did have support down there. Like I said, well, you got the perfect fill. Nice. Did you take the 1819? That was one of your trades. You like that? Oh. Yeah, I know. I had 6 and it got down to 6.25. It was a shame. Oh well. Happens. That's why we use scale in, but I adjusted our scale. I adjusted my scale. Usually I get in at 7. But I adjusted it down to 6 because of the price action just prior to it. Should have just left it, I guess. If I only knew. All right. Well, if you hung in there, patient, I would look for the 98 on the downside. Next good support that we have that kind of backs up with our green band and also our blue band and our hourly green band in our 5 minutes. So if we get back down there, looks like a nice little opportunity. I don't know if it will or won't. Above 20, definitely might rotate to the upside. Might be a little buying opportunity there. If we get above 20, and go retest the 25 at least, and maybe even a new high, that high there at 31.5, and even maybe continue going to our upside resistance. Who knows? But we've had a slow morning, but it actually kind of worked out. I think if we were patient, we had to work a couple. Had to definitely work the 25 level. Well, I did anyway. But made a little bit of money on that trade, not too much, but a couple other trades there worked out very nicely for us. All right, so above 20, it looks like a little buying opportunity. Definitely don't, if you're short, you don't want to be short above 20. Downside support here to 6 obviously did work. We're looking at the 98 next on the downside with our that would be our next support level. And let's just be patient until actually not even tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a bad trade too. Because tomorrow they're not going to release the levels or the opportunity decision until 1 o'clock. So going to get a little opportunity in the morning, and then who knows? They're probably going to pull the plug unless there's a leak or God knows what else happens. These days, anything could happen any day, right? All right, I'll get back here in a bit.